This video is brought to you by Ravenscraft Realty of Northeast Missouri.
It's July. You know what happens in July, right? Nitrogen. We're putting on nitrogen with our pivots. And Dad's on his way here. We're going to pick up that little piston pump here in the back of the shed at my house and get it set up and start pumping nitrogen onto some of our later planted corn. Dad walked in as I was recording. Didn't see him. He scared me. It looks like our ramp needs some modification. It does that from time to time. So I've been informed that the plan is to load our tank with nitrogen in it on the pallet forks and then drive the pallet with the skid steer with the pallet forks on it onto the trailer. No chains, of course. And then we're gonna drive it down to the next spot we need nitrogen. This thing's a little tippy at best. So this corn got 100 or 120, somewhere in there, pounds nitrogen through the ammonia bar. And we top dressed it with AMS. And now we're gonna put on a little bit more through the liquid nitrogen. I think Dad said about around 60 pounds. But we got the pump set and stretched out as far as we can get it. Try to get the tank as close to the road as we can. I'm glad I'm not doing that. That doesn't look very fun. But want to get the tank close to the road so that nutrient can get in and pump the liquid into the tank. We also had a flat tire here on this pivot. It's pretty close to the road, so we just drove over a couple beans. You guys know how skid steers are, right? Mainly that they only have one seat, and I'm not the guy in the seat. Fortunately, we're not destroying that many beans by doing this because we were already out here to fix it once, and we had a little bit of a path. Also appears that we've got some shatter cane, and holy crap, that was rough. Some other weeds. This morning, I'm in the bottom next to the mountain, and Dad's just pulling in with the tender, and he's gonna do some spraying down here. Yep, there he be. There's some weeds starting to come through in the beans that we planted down here. Seems like everywhere has bad weed pressure this year.
I'm trying to learn how to spray today. First my video, sprayed a little bit last Friday. Finally figured out how to do an A-B line, so yeah, wish me luck.
Well, today, the 24th of July, is my birthday. So, to honor the occasion, I'm running the track hoe, and I'm over here at this old lot, and I come across something, or I uncovered it, rather, and I'm a little curious now. Well, I had to come across this ditch to get this big, very large mulberry tree, and take out, there's another tree there, but I uncovered what appears to be an old well. So that's cool. I don't really know what to do about it. There's probably a bunch of dead animals down there, but yeah. That track over there seems to fall out of tension pretty quick. That track's fine. But this track hoe, it's quite nice. 300 is about the right size track hoe. Take down about any tree that you set your sights on, and you can still move it with a low boy and a tandem axle semi.
On the field here that I sprayed last Friday, well, looks maybe like they're dying, right? So maybe I can spray after all. Just got back down here. This will be my third day of doing some kind of spot respraying. Hopefully a couple more fill ups, I'm done. Hung over the edge a little bit there. It's kind of hard to judge when you've never sprayed before. 125 foot boom, and you gotta go at least 7.5, 8 mile an hour to make it work right. So sometimes I'm too far over, sometimes not far enough.
You know, anyone who's ever ran a track hoe knows what this feels like. And this feels like trying to do brain surgery with like the big green Hulk fists on your hands. Yeah, trying not to mess up that building or or that building, it's kind of difficult. So I got to dismantle the tree limb by limb. Yep, I think that's a pretty good birthday activity. All those trees used to be like over here, and there's a couple on this side of the ditch too, but never more. Hopefully I don't catch any power lines on fire, or the 2 pin oaks that I tried to save, or the building that's over there. But we'll have to see, and I need to do something about that well. I remember this.
Back up here.
Yep, back for round 2. Oh, where could we be but Hamilton, Illinois? And what's this? So my grandpa Zimmerman, my mom's dad, had told me that he wanted a 2-bottom plow for his utility tractor. And I saw this one right here at Sullivan's auction. And, well, I decided to purchase it. And I'm going to drop it off at his house and not tell him that I'm doing so. Yes, for the princely sum of $260, I purchased this fine piece of John Deere engineering. Now, if I had more money, this 630 here probably would have come home with me too. It's so nice, so original. That's just beautiful. Well, I got my grandpa's new to him plow dropped off. Apparently I made a small error though. You see, this is a Cat 1 3-point on this plow, which I thought would work on Grandpa's little utility tractor. Sadly, his utility tractor is a Cat 0. So myself or Grandpa's going to have to do a little bit of modification to make that old plow work on his tractor. Yeah, to make this old thing work on his tractor, we'll have to either shorten this little bar across here, or probably easier, get extensions for his 3-point, and it'll work. All he needs to do is plow his garden. Now this old boy is living large, right next to Martin, with what looks to be a kind of a beat up 1440, something like that. A 1420.
Ew, spraying is kind of like replanting. It's like I'm never done. I'm not really the sprayer guy, but here I am again. Had a spot up here west of Palmyra that I'm not sure what happened. Got a bunch of skips. Looks like this. Streaks across the field. I don't know. It looks to me like maybe it was a GPS signal wasn't 100%. It didn't know exactly where it was at. I thought it'd be a good idea to have the guys come up here with a backpack sprayer. I didn't realize it was this much. They worked on it a couple of different shots at that end. Didn't even get half of it. So I came up this morning with a backpack sprayer and one of the other guys. I saw it and said, oh boy. I think I'm going to bring the big sprayer up. And as it turned out, there's some other thin spots on the end rows where some grass is at. So I'm going to end up spraying a decent amount of ground anyway. So looks like grass. Get this cleaned up, and maybe this will be it.
I'm pleased to report that my colony of bees is doing just fine. I see them all buzzing around in there. Seems like early morning, it's about 7 o'clock, is not really their time to be out and about. Last night, there was a bunch of them flying around, and I made them some more sugar water, just to make sure that they have some artificial food around. Yeah, the bees are doing quite well. I've got some trees to clean up here at our neighbor's place, and I feel like I should be in the music video for John Mellencamp's Rain on the Scarecrow song. This song is straight 80s awesomeness, and I love it, and I can't believe we almost threw it away. Because for a long time, it sat in the toolbox, or the cabinet, I guess, and we didn't know if it ran or not. We just kind of ignored it. But it runs now. It runs pretty darn good, too. I'm weed eating. This is pretty. Seems like this farm in particular is just always pretty.
Probably, I think, only the second time I've actually used these anchors we've got in the floor. Working on this trailer, we had a little turned too short in an incline, and this part here kind of got in the tire. It was bent, pulled way up. I certainly don't have it exactly where I want it to be or where it's supposed to be, but I guess as good as I'm able to get it without taking it all off, it'll probably be all right. But I used a binder and a chain and a block of wood to try to pull that down, anchored in the floor. It worked okay, I guess. Gotta get that straightened out a little bit and put back on too, and we'll be good to go.
Well, I did get both of my tractors up to the fair without incident. I did have a hydraulic leak on the 7020, but myself and Jaden, in about 38 minutes, we had it fixed. And I pulled in the old people tractor pull, or the low speed tractor pull. How about that? On Tuesday night. And I got whooped by the 1466 that has 300 horsepower. No surprise there, but that's gonna be it for this video. Quite tired. Had to run to Columbia today. But anyways, I'm gonna get this uploaded, get it to you guys tomorrow by 5 o'clock. And well, I hope you enjoy it. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.